Okay, so when you think crypto, what are the first two names that pop into your head? But what if I told you there's a third giant, a real titan of the industry that's been relentlessly building in the background? Well, today we're diving deep into that third giant, BNB.
Yeah, of course. You know Bitcoin? It's like digital gold. And you definitely know Ethereum, the world's computer. But seriously, take a second and think. Who's really holding down that number 3 spot? Who's the other powerhouse in this whole space?
That's right, it's BNB. And that name, it's not just some random acronym. It's basically their entire mission statement, build and build. And honestly, that philosophy is the key to understanding its whole story, from a simple token to a global force. And look, don't get it twisted, this isn't some small up-and-comer. We are talking about an absolute heavyweight, with a market cap hovering around $118 billion. I mean, that number alone tells you the kind of scale we're dealing with here. So the big question is, how on earth did it get here? Well, to really get a grip on how huge it is today, we've got to rewind the clock and go back to its much, much simpler beginnings. You know, like a lot of great things, it all kicked off with one really clear, super straightforward idea. So, picture this. The year is 2017. BNB hits the scene through what's called an ICO, an initial coin offering. But here's the thing, unlike so many other projects back then that were full of these vague, pie-in-the-sky promises, BNB had a super practical day one purpose. Its first job was dead simple. It was a utility token. What does that mean? It means you could buy it, hold it, and boom, you'd get a discount on your trading fees on the Binance exchange. A super simple idea, right? But it was so effective. It gave the token real, tangible value from the get-go. But that was just the very beginning of that build and build journey. You see, the vision was always way bigger than that. It was never just about saving a few bucks on trades. The real goal was to build an entire ecosystem, a whole community-driven blockchain that could actually solve some of the huge problems plaguing other networks at the time. You know, things like crazy high fees and super slow speeds. And this timeline right here, it just lays out their strategy perfectly. So, 2017, we start with that simple utility token. Check. Then, bam, 2019, they roll out Binance Chain, and its whole reason for being is speed. Just a year later, 2020, the BNB Smart Chain shows up, adding all this power and compatibility. And today, those two have actually merged into the one unified BNB chain, giving them the best of both worlds. You see, it was this super deliberate, step-by-step master plan. Okay, so you might be wondering why two chains? Well, the logic behind it was actually pretty clever. The first one, Binance Chain, was built for one thing, speed. We're talking lightning-fast transfers. But an ecosystem needs more than just speed, right? So they built the BNB Smart Chain for power. It brought in smart contracts, and this is the really crucial part, it was compatible with Ethereum. That made it an absolute no-brainer for developers to bring their projects over. Okay, so we've got this powerful, unified chain. But what actually makes it tick? What's the engine running this whole machine? Well, the answer is BNB itself. Think of it like gas for your car. Every single time you do anything, make a trade, use a decentralized app, send a token on the BNB chain, a tiny little bit of BNB is used to pay for it. It is literally the fuel that powers the entire ecosystem. Now, this network isn't secured by that super energy-hungry mining process you see with Bitcoin. Nope. It uses a different, more efficient model called Proof of Stake Authority, or POSA for short. So what does that mean? It means instead of miners, you have a set group of approved validators who secure the network. And here's where you come in. Regular users can then delegate, or stake, their own BNB to these validators. In doing so, you help secure the network and you earn reward. I'm getting involved in staking? It's actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you lock up your BNB tokens. By doing that, you're directly helping to validate transactions and keep the whole network secure. And for that contribution, you get rewarded. So just by holding and staking, you become an active part of the network's health, and you get paid for it. Pretty cool, right? All right, now let's get into one of the most interesting economic features of BNB. It's a mechanism that is literally designed to make the token more scarce over time. It's called the burn. Okay, so when BNB first launched, there was a total supply of 200 million tokens. That was the starting line. But it was never ever meant to stay that high. To make this happen, the network has this auto burn system that every quarter calculates how many tokens to just permanently destroy. And I'm not talking small numbers. In a recent burn, for example, a massive 1.37 million BNB tokens were just, poof, gone from circulation forever.
And the effect of this is crystal clear. This whole process is deflationary, meaning it reduces the total supply, which is now down to about 136 million. And, basic economics 101, when supply goes down and demand stays the same or goes up, the remaining assets become more scarce and potentially a lot more valuable.
So all of this brings us to the BNB of today. And let me tell you, it is so much more than just a token for getting discounts. It's the actual lifeblood of this massive, thriving digital economy that's always looking to the future. And you can really see that growth reflected in its market journey. I mean, just look at this chart. You can see it's had these periods of absolutely powerful rallies, even hitting that incredible all-time high after a major run-up. Of course, the market's always going to be volatile, but this really shows you the kind of explosive potential the ecosystem has proven it has. So what's really driving all this? It's a real living, breathing ecosystem. You've got huge DeFi hubs like PancakeSwap, you've got booming gaming and NFT marketplaces, and you're even seeing more and more institutional money coming in. But what I think is really important here is that a lot of the recent growth has been spot-driven. That means it's being fueled by people actually buying and using BNB, not just by hype and speculation. And true to its name, that build and build mentality is stronger today than it has ever been. The network is constantly getting upgrades to be faster, more efficient, just better. I mean, look at some of these recent updates. They've doubled transaction throughput. They've sped up block times. They're even launching new privacy features for confidential transactions. The development literally never stops.
Okay, but it's really important we have a balanced view here. That same accessibility that makes the BNB chain so awesome for legit developers, well, it also makes it a target for scams. Because it's so easy to launch a new token, some people unfortunately create them with bad intentions, leading to things like rug pulls. This is why, and I can't stress this enough, it is absolutely critical that you always do your own research before getting involved in any project.
So there you have it, the incredible journey from a simple discount token to the core currency that powers one of the biggest and busiest blockchains on the planet. It's just a remarkable story of smart, strategic evolution. And all of that leaves us with one final, really exciting question. With the core mission to constantly build and build, what in the world are they going to create next?